for joining us on Vacation Station TV, your virtual getaway. And virtually, you're in the car with me right now, stuck in some traffic. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. I'm hitting all the lights. My timing is off today. My timing is definitely off today. You know, some days you get that timing and you just hit all those lights. Today's not my day. No, not at all. But I have my coffee. I went to Fast Stop. Excuse me. And that they had the pecan coffee. Oh yeah, the pecan coffee. How y'all doing today? Let's see where we are. Where are we? There you are. We're in severe. Sorry about that. I hit the off button. That wasn't smart, was it? I got too close. They make these little Chinese phones, and if a little tiny fingers, not big old burly man fingers like me. uh, Hi, John Esper. Just got home from work. Say hello in the chat. Gas, yeah, 409. It's kind of like that and higher, depending on where you go. I can't find any cheap gas. I did look. I drove around. I've been on a road for hours, but I decided to go live because I think I got all my errands done today. I think I did. The microphone coming through. I had a few wiring issues just for the last half hour. Hopefully it's coming through. Sup, Randall? How are you? Sun's right in my eyes. James Themes. Look nice. Beautiful weather. Wanda Williams. Hello, dear. Northeast Georgia Mountain Folk. Hello. How are you? PB on the go. Hi, everyone. Steve White. Good afternoon, Steve. Good to see you. DJI. Hello. Nathan, is the microphone coming through all right? I think you would already told me that. It wasn't working before. Man, I scrambled. I finally had to go to a place that I haven't been to in years. Radio Shack. Imagine that, they're still in business. And they had what I wanted, the cord that I needed. Nowhere else had it. Forget about, no, there's very few electronic places left. You pretty much have to get whatever you want online, and I couldn't wait for that. Heck, couldn't wait for that. You know what I mean? Bifferson, 550 cash. Where is that? Not here. Not in the Smoky Mountains. Gas is 5 cents a gallon here in the Smoky Mountains because this is nirvana here. This is truly a mystical, mythical place where donuts are free and gas is only 5 cents a gallon. It's amazing. And if you believe that lie, look at the mountains, how pretty they are. Gorgeous. Barbara Goff, hello. JT's Adventures. Sounds okay, great. I was worried. Because, I don't keep an electronics shop in the car. I got everything at home, but I'm miles away from home. And I said, what am I going to do? Well, I need this, that, this, that. And they had this, that, this. By Rube Goldberg, everything together. What I'll do, too, is I will take a picture of the inside of my car. It looks like a studio in here. It really does. Wires everywhere, microphones everywhere. Loud and clear. Thank you, Randall. Thank you. Let's see, what I had to go pick up more raccoon food. Ran out of that 50 pounds really quick. Went to drop Miss Marie off, and then she decided to go on a shopping spree. We went to Flavortown. My goodness, we were busy today. I went to the bank. I went to my accountants. Almost dropped a 200-pound gold brick when he told me how much I owed him. I said, what? Am I paying the government or you? Or both of you? He said, both of us. Had to get that taken care of. Yes, sirree, Bob. TNT in Tennessee. And just in case I forgot to mention, Camping World sucks. Loud and clear. Thank you, DJI. David C. Perkins, hello from middle of Kentucky. It's a beautiful day today. It is 64 degrees. Absolutely stunning. Now, it was cool last night. Tomorrow, it's supposed to be nice during the day, and then the clouds roll in, temperatures drop, snow comes in. They're saying 1 to 2 inches, and they clearly said that the snow is going to be most likely big and puffy. That's interesting. Big and puffy. So I will be out. I'll be watching from the cabin, from the windows, and watching the snows. And then I will hit the roads recording, just like everybody else. But I think you like my videos. I'm pretty sure. The way you tell me. And my heart absolutely turns red with glow when you people say you like what you see. Now, on a side note, I've had well over a dozen people contact me saying, why did you unsubscribe me? I did not unsubscribe anybody. Please check your status. I don't know why I'm being singled out. Oh, wait a minute, because I'm not a lefty? Oh, that's probably, I probably just lost 100 more subscribers. But check your status. If you are unsubscribed, please make the effort to resubscribe to me. And while you're at it, hit that thumbs up. That helps out a lot, too. DJI, how close am I to How close are we to 6,000? We were very close, and then it dropped. Because clearly, you don't lose 7 or 8 within an hour. Something's going on. So YouTube, cut it out, all right? I'm no threat to you guys, all right? I'm no threat to your agenda. I thought this was an open platform. Guess I was wrong. So you can see there is quite a bit of traffic in town, left and right, going by Tanger Mall, going by the Skyland Ranch right there to be on the right of your screen. $40 million they're investing in that. There's going to be a chairlift, there's going to be a coaster, there's going to be zip lines, and a whole bunch of other stuff. And from what I understand, there's going to be some sort of food there, but I haven't found out exactly what kind of food. I don't know if it's going to be a restaurant or, snacky stuff. That, I don't know yet. I'm sure you can look that up and find it out. Oh, I went to Bargain Barn. Like I said, I had to get more raccoon food. And man, I cashed in. I got a major bargain. Verona coffee, which is a really good coffee, whole bean coffee from a very popular establishment that makes coffee. Now, I don't go there. I won't go there and support that particular establishment, but it's 5 pounds of Verona coffee for 5 pounds. I usually pay $11.99 for half a pound of that coffee. Half a pound. I got 5 pounds for the same price. Whole bean, fresh, vacuum sealed. I'm dancing on air. I am as giddy as a schoolgirl. I feel pretty, oh so pretty. I feel pretty and witty and bright. I feel gay. Sorry. Howdy. John, how are you? John Hansen, good to see you. Thank you. Really trying to read this stuff. The sun is right in my eyes. And what else is going on? Spring breakers are coming in. I've already seen them. So it's going to be a zoo here this weekend from what I understand. And of course I'll catch the action. I will be out on the street. You're a man on the street. They did have a murder right up the street. Now, how I missed that, I must have been out on the road talking to you guys. It was, because Monday I was out on the road when it happened to you. And oh man, the Smoky Ridge, which I've done 3-4 videos on Smoky Ridge. DJI, you know that, where we drove up to, right? That nice place. Well, somebody was renting a cabin there, and Daquan shot, either it was his wife or his girlfriend in the cabin, shot her dead, and then he jumped off the 3rd floor. I guess he was trying to commit suicide, but That didn't happen. All he did was get really hurt really bad. They brought him to the hospital, and then they arrested him. He is now incarcerated. Imagine that. That shocked me when I read that. Daquan and his wife, I don't know, K. Martinez, something like that. Close to that. Close. Shot her dead. Imagine that. Would have liked to have heard. I didn't even hear any sirens or anything going that way. I would have loved to have caught that on camera for you guys. But I didn't, so I failed you. So if you want to unsubscribe, you go right ahead and go over to the other side. Go to the dark side. You know what I mean? Uh, John Esper sounds very good, thank you. Vinny, how are you? Good afternoon. I have a question for you. Yes. Why is Russia trying to mess around with Chernobyl? Because they screwed it up. Maybe they want to try to redo what they did, do a repeat. I don't know. I don't know. Not good. Not good. Now you're getting ready for the new lockdowns. You know about those? You're not? You didn't hear about those? Well, it's not going to be particularly a lockdown like we did before, but not far from that. Our liar and commander-in-chief is ready to impose limited driving, only necessary driving. Now, do you think Americans are going to abide by that? Do you really think that they're going to stop coming up to the Smoky Mountains because they don't know how to properly run a country and tell Americans, you can't go out now. You only have to do necessary driving because of the price of gas? We wouldn't have this problem if they'd open up all the lines. Not at all. But you see where it's going. Every time there's a catastrophe, the opportunity is there to control you. This wouldn't be there if you wouldn't put these people in office. You know that. If you didn't vote them in, if your stubborn ass mind would get your head out of your butt and realize that just because you have a certain letter on your voter's ID doesn't mean that they love you and they smother you lovingly in glucose. No, they don't. Look, you don't matter to them at all. They just want your number on their tally sheet at the end. So rethink your game, folks. You diehards out there, you're the ones that are causing the problems. You diehards out there. So what else? You get over a little bit. Really a lot of traffic. And Mr. Truck just wants to go fast. Mr. Truck wants to go really, really fast. Yeah, the cops are going to see you there, right there. Right there. If they were paying attention, they would have seen that. But I'm turning right here. And going right here. So you can look at this. All right, that's kind of fun to look at. Look at that. Oh, yeah, that's nice. See how nice that is? There you go. Now I can talk to you. All right? D&T, I didn't know. You didn't know Radio Shack still existed? Most of them have gone out of business, but I'm thankful that this one did not. And I walked in there was nobody in there, and I think the guy was elated that I spent money in his store, and I was happy to. I really was. Mary Max Catch, where have you been? Oh, Mary Max. What has happened? You better check your status, make sure you're not unsubscribed. All right, because I've got so many emails, even on Facebook. And by the way, I updated Facebook. Oh, I was up so late last night. Check out our Facebook page, Vacation Station TV Facebook page. You can also check out. It should be up. They delay the uploading, but the Smoky Mountain Travel TV that should be up or it will be up coming up. And I did almost done with East Meets West. That one's talked to Miss Marie, and we're working out on the recipes we're going to be cooking, all the fun stuff we're going to be doing. There, you can look at that a little bit better now. There you go. That's what you want to do after having like a large pizza. That's what you want to do. All that stuff spewing out all over the place. John, that's right. I didn't know Radio Shack existed either. We don't have any up here. I don't know. Do you? Any of you guys have Radio Shack still? It's right there next to the new Gabe's, right behind Krista Burgers. Special hello to Mommy Linda. Mommy Linda, you're out there watching. Hello, sweetheart. Love you, mean it. Randall says there are a couple scattered about. Mermaid Princess, good to see you again. Hello, everybody in the chat. Vinny saying hello. Wanda Williams, it was coming up Saturday morning, but I'm going to come Sunday. Don't want to deal with the snow. It'll be quickly gone because it's supposed to be in the 50s somewhere on Sunday. So that snow it'll just be water. But I do want to go out and get that video, and I do want to go out and play. And Miss Marie loves to play in the snow. So I'll get some video of her playing in the snow too. How about that? You'd like that? I figured you would. So I got my 50 pounds of raccoon food. I got 5 pounds of whole bean coffee. I am so happy. I'm going to take out a pound and then take the other 4, put them in Ziploc bags and put them in the freezer. That's where you need to go, is Bargain Barn. Right there in Sevierville, right next to Lowe's. Bargain Barn. Serious bargains there. The other day I was there as well, the day before yesterday, and I got my Dawn liquid by the gallon, $7. Gallon of Downy softener, $7. Gallon of Tide concentrated, $7. So if you're coming up here, save some money. You know, right now everybody's spending all their money on gasoline. So save some money. Put it back in your pockets. Go to Bargain Barn. Tell them I sent you. Tell Jacob that I sent you. Say, hey, Vacation Station TV, even though they said come here, I'm coming here anyway. JT's Adventures. Wow, didn't know Radio Shack was still in business. All the ones around here closed. Yeah, I know. When you can get stuff online cheaper, half price, which I could have got all this stuff half price. There's no doubt in my mind. Yeah, John, some of them are treating. The trees are blooming. The pears are coming out. The pear trees are out. I can't remember the name of that. Boy, that escaped. Anybody can help me with the white blossom pear tree. And then, of course, the dogwoods. They're out. David Fontaine, hello. So now I feel safe. DJI is here. David Fontaine is here. No troll is going to get past these 2 trolls that are under the bridge that will beat you senseless if you are a troll. You won't make it 5 seconds into this channel before they just thump you all over the head. Dean Vineyard looks super nice. Traffic not looking bad either. Howdy from Southern Illinois, Dean Vineyard. Howdy to you, Dean. Thank you for joining us on Vacation Station TV. Appreciate it. Remember, check your status, please, folks. Make sure you're still subscribed. I hate losing. I mean, it was so close to 6,000. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. If you haven't hit that thumbs up, I don't know why not. I'm going to take a sip of coffee, and I want you to hit that thumbs up. There you go. Somebody's eating. That's good. See? People eating in Pigeon Forge. Come on, hit that thumbs up. Now, I know Miss Marie is going to probably work late tonight because it's so beautiful. I may go live. I'm not sure. But I do want to kill some zombies. I truly do. I really want to. I got attacked the other night. I was in the French Quarter down on Waters, I think it was, no, Walnut Avenue. I believe these are the real. Somebody can help me, like Terry Dufresne or um, if Crisco's Country Life is there. In the French Quarter, I believe they use a real map of the French Quarter and of where the Mardi Gras is and stuff. And and I play that game there, Saints and Sinners, and man, it is scary. And I needed medicine really bad because one of those zombies that has flies all over it chased me down, touched me, and when that happens, you get sick. You actually start coughing. You hear, really bad cough, and you've got to find medicine, otherwise you start getting sicker and sicker. And I went into a building and I'm looking around. You got to go through all the cabinets. You got to go through everywhere. You got to go into every room, whether there's something in there or not. And the whole idea is not to get bit again. If you get bit again, you die. And man, they chased me out of there something fierce. Oh, that gets my blood pressure up. I'm Miss Marie. She goes, calm down, calm down. No, they're killing me. They're getting me. Teleco Toys, hello from Teleco Mountains. April Pope, hi. WBAR News is saying now 2 to 6 inches. Thanks for the good news, April Pope. 2 to 6. Uh, Usually the 6 is up in the mountains, and I'm close enough where I'll probably get a good chunk of that. Not looking forward to that, but I will go out. You know me. Now, surely, when the snow comes down, I will not be able to go up to the foothills or any of that. They'll be closed. I'll check it out because I'm only 5 minutes from there, and I will check it out. If I can get up, I'm going to go up there and show you the mountains that are bathed in snow. I will do my best. If not, I'll find stuff to show you. DJ, all I need is your wig. oh, all you need is your wig. I got rid of the wig. It had all dirt on it, so I got to buy another one. I need another wig. Cindy Lou Who, Nelson, good afternoon to you, Cindy. And Marie, Shane, Jeff, and Marie. Cindy came up to the Goat Coaster the other day several times, and I threw her on the coaster because she was scared. And I told her, I said, listen here, young lady, you can go as slow as you want or as fast as you want on the Goat Coaster. And she did go. And I threw her on it again, and she had a good time. First time she was nervous. Second time, she was laughing and having a good time. And you should too. For only $10, and this is money saving tips for you guys. You're coming up here, you want to save money? $10 to go on the Goat Coaster. 10. Everywhere else, $18 and higher to do this almost the same thing. Only at the Goat Coaster, they don't slow you down. You go to these other places, you go too fast, automatically it governs you down. Not at the Goat Coaster. You go as fast as you want or slow as you want. John Esper, I saw a news feed out of Knoxville. You guys in Tennessee are under a winter watch. Yes, we are. Isn't that something? It's so beautiful today, and it's going to be not that. I love the snow anyway, but, all of a sudden I'm going to wake up to snow. Alex Farley, Winford Dunn Park. Yeah, that's another name for this place. Winford Dunn Park. Winford Dunn. Wasn't he a governor or a senator? Northeast Georgia at 87 subs. Let's help out my good friends at Northeast Georgia Mountain Folk. Let's please go to them and subscribe. Go to every one of these channels and subscribe. Even if they don't have content, go to it. Subscribe, send them a message. Say, hey, how are you? Saw you on Vacation Station TV. I mean, that helps out, and it's a real morale booster. I know it is. I love it. Larry Greenman, my God, where the heck have you been? Look, they're stuck up there on the top. There it is. There's your news feed. People stuck at Carnival. No, that's what the ride is. You see that? And here they go. Oh, my Lord, look at that. Oh. That's got to be scary up there, isn't it? Yeah, I think so. DJ D&T Tennessee, Daquan. Who would have expected? It took you a while to get all that, didn't it? Yeah. Now, do you think that alcohol was involved in that? I don't know. I don't know. Randall Hill says, my Alexa just announced a winter storm advisory for Center Point for the 12th. Uh-oh. Northeast Georgia Mountain Folk. Sounds like something from Pink Floyd. Scott Shaver, how are you? Hope you're having a great day. Yes, I am, Scott. Thank you. A very good day. Very prosperous and fruitful day. Everything I got done, I was supposed to get done. Now, tonight, in between making dinner, I have to start dusting. All right. Not because Miss Marie said anything, it's because I looked around. I go, man, time to dust again. And that means taking every rock off the shelf. And I'm talking a couple of thousand different rocks of different sizes. I got to take them off, wash them, wipe the shelves, dry them off, put them back on the shelf again, and all the other stuff that's on there, all the weird stuff that I got. It's like a museum at the cabin. It literally is like a museum. Oh, I made these pork chops for Miss Marie last night. She wanted pork chops. So I went and got them. No exaggeration. They were 2 inches thick, and I'm not exaggerating. If you want, I'll take a picture of them. And I cooked them with a sweet soy sauce and salt, pepper, and some garlic, and cooked them. They were so tender when I was done with them, and she loved them. They were good. Randy Porter, do y'all miss Trump yet? I think some of you are now. You didn't like the Orange Man, so you let your emotions get in the way instead of letting the facts state themselves. Right? Think about it. You didn't you didn't care for him because maybe he was a little rough around the edges, wasn't polished, didn't know how to do, the song and dance like all the others do. And so you said, no, I'm going to get the old man in there because he's so sweet and gentle and he likes little kids rubbing his legs. Yeah, 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 yeah. Mary Max, I was very sick for the past week trying to catch up on this stuff. First, you get better. Take your vitamins, drink a lot of water, get out in the sunlight if you can. Get out in the sunlight. That's the big help to getting better is vitamin D, real vitamin D, not bottled vitamin D, but real vitamin D. Do that. Jeremiah Good. Hey guys, looks beautiful in Pigeon Forge. It is gorgeous. It's still 64 degrees. Some clouds rolling in. You can see that. April Pope. I would not ride. Yeah, you say that now. I'm telling you, go as slow as you want. Even ask Mary Lou. Just ask her. Cindy Lou. Cindy Lou who? Ask Cindy. She was scared. She was chicken, buck, buck, buck. And after she went on, it wasn't so bad at all. And she didn't want to go fast. First time she went down slow. Second time, sped up a little bit. It was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Parts Man 1. Yes, we do, Randy. I know. John Esper. It's sort of interesting. 2 years ago when COVID was going on and gas was $1.97, it was 189 here. You could go anywhere. Now you can't go anywhere you want, but the price of the gas is outrageous. Yeah, it's only going to get worse because you're letting it happen. That's the problem. We just sit back and let it happen. You can't imagine the emails that I get. Not good ones. Not, I mean, I get a lot of good ones. You guys are great sending me emails and comments. I really prefer the comments so that everybody can see that. But I get a lot of, who do you think you are? And don't you know that, this is the way it's got to be? And if we want to have a green earth and all that BS, all that nonsense. We have to get rid of our fossil fuels. Yeah, okay. How are you going to get to work, Cupcake, when there's no cars and buses on the road? You going to walk to work? Hell, you haven't walked in years. Cupcakes sit on their butt and they eat Twinkies all day long. Oh, I'll get Mommy to take me. Oh, wait, Mommy doesn't have any gas in her car. You stupid fools. Vinny, should, what's her name, be the one? No, no, no. She's an idiot. No, she's an idiot. How those two got in there, I'm not really sure, but I know it isn't right. Randy Porter, the potato has destroyed our country in 14 months. And he's not done yet. Bradford. Thank you, Wanda. Bradford pear trees. Bradford. I got to lock that in my head. Bradford. Okay. Locked in. April Pope says, hey, Jeff, WBRR said we're supposed to get one. Yes, 1 to 2 inches. Then they said 2 to 6 inches. Well, they need to make up their mind, don't you think? The laughing hyena. That's, yeah, shouldn't be. No, no, no. She representing our country. They're laughing at her. No, what a fool these people are. These people are all fools. And that's the representation for our country, those two clowns. No, 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 no. Hey, Tim home. Any events going on? Nothing really this week. I think next week we start getting crazy here. Have seen a couple of rods, no antiques. A couple of hot rods in town. I think they're gearing up. My thought is these guys had these hot rods. I mean, I know they love to show their cars, and I love looking at their cars. But how are they going to afford the fuel for these things? Because they all, most of them take high octane or super high octane. I don't know how they're going to do it. I don't know. Mermaid. Jeff, on a recent live stream, you were talking about Oculus Quest, oh, my favorite game, and you were sitting in a canoe on the Amazon. That's right. What game was that? Wasn't a game. That was actually, you can go to, on the Oculus, you go to browser, and once you open your browser, you decide where you want to go. So, like, they're screaming, they're having fun. So if you want to go on the Amazon for a canoe ride, you'll get a bunch of different videos, and you go into them, and you're there. You click it, and it'll load very quickly. It's very, very fast, and there you are. You're in the Amazon. You can be anywhere you want, anywhere. There's so many videos that you can get in. The one that was really impressive was going up on Mount Everest, and they were, I forget how many, 20,000 feet, something like that. They were up pretty high, and you're right there. You are there. It's so real. It is real. Absolutely, everyone should have a Quest. Well, being you're going to be sitting at home because you have no gas, you might as well invest in something that's going to entertain you while you can't get around town. Oh, they're going to be stuck at top. Oh, no. They're stuck at the top. Now what? Scott, you subscribed. Yes, thank you, Scott. I do appreciate that. T and Me TV, big bro. So that's got to be Tommy. Tommy from the Grand Ole Opry is in the room with us. I am honored that a star has entered this channel, this lowly channel that nobody watches. Nobody. It's like I'm talking to myself all the time. Tommy, how are you? Good. I watched your video the other day. Now, Tommy, I had to run it back a little bit because if I wasn't mistaken, I think I saw you eat some pizza. Now, say it isn't so. Say it isn't so. I'm going to say one word or two words. $700. Okay. Oh, he's at the Grand Ole Opry. Thank you, Tommy. Who you rehearsing with for the show tonight? Or tomorrow night. Who you rehearsing with? He's always got stars. He plays with the stars, man. Don't you people know? T and Me TV. Make sure you subscribe to them. You get to see somebody who's on stage, front row and center at the Grand Ole Opry. Tommy White and his beautiful wife, Teresa. Wanda, it's just a game. When you're in it, Wanda, you don't think it's just a game. I'm going to tell you now, you forget that you're in a game. Until you experience putting a VR set on your head, you have no idea of the immersion that you are there. It's not like a screen where you can look around your home surroundings and just pull. No, you are in it, 360 degrees, front, back, left, and right. All the sounds, everything is there. You are part of that environment. Very cool. Vinny's talking to Northeast Georgia. April Pope, I'm going to get off. Talk to you. Thanks, April. Thanks for joining us. I do appreciate you being here. It is beautiful up here. Alton Mitchell, hello there. I live far enough away that I just buy 5 gallons of Tide when I go to Bargain Bar. They're good for you. It's well worth it, don't you agree? Because you can't, when you go to the grocery store, if you get Tide or Dawn or anything, you pay big dollars for a small bottle. You can get a gallon, and the Tide and the Gain, they have Tide and Gain and Downy, and the Tide and the Gain are concentrated, and they tell you that when you buy it. Don't use as much as you normally use. It's concentrated. Chad and Natasha, how are you? Miss Marie was asking about you guys last night. She says, I haven't seen Chad and Natasha. They've been busy. You guys have been shooting us some videos. Chad and Natasha, a good channel. Check them out, everyone. In fact, I believe Chad and Natasha went to see Miss Marie the other day. I was not there at the coaster, but I would love to meet you guys. Just stayed at the Holiday Inn last week, and yes, you were here too. I'm sorry I missed you. Hojo's in the room. Hojo, you are psychotic for sure. He's got some great video and big gamer. Hojo's a big gamer. I like that a lot. I watch a lot when you do a lot of your games. That's so cool. Hello, Jeff and all in the chat. I don't think I could do that swinging up. No, I would never, ever. No, that ain't gonna happen to me. JT's Adventure. It's old video. I just uploaded my first edit. You got to start somewhere, JT. And I will take a look at it. JT's Adventure. Capital J, capital T, apostrophe S, Adventures. Check it out. I will go to it and I will subscribe to you. I will look at your video. I will comment on it and we'll get you started. Let's help him get there, okay? His first video. That's always a thrill. Ohio Nana, beautiful day. No, they haven't started rationing gas yet. I'm sure that could be down the pike. I did see that in California it's $10 a gallon. $10 a gallon. If anybody deserves $10 a gallon, it is California. Yeah, they deserve $10 a gallon. For sure. They're the ones that want this stuff gone. They're going to have to pay for it. Yeah, I remember gas rationing in the 70s. I sure do. Odd even days. I remember that. They tried license plate numbers, but what people were doing was switching license plates. I mean, if there's a scam, if there's a way to beat it, people are going to find a way to beat it. I remember I had friends that were changing their license plates. Right before they got to the gas station, they just unscrewed it, put another one in. It was odd even. Odd even numbers. Bobby Joyce. Jeff, do you think the trolley prices will go up? I'm sure they're going to have to, because if it's costing them more, it's going to cost you more. It's going to be the domino effect. Everything you buy is going to cost you more. Randy says, tell him, Jeff. It's a good thing I don't take my emails seriously. I take the ones that are good serious, but the people that complain to me or bitch me out and call me all sorts of names and stuff, you are wasting your typing time because I don't care, okay? I don't care what you have to say. Go to another channel. You know what I find really ironic is that there are some channels, won't name them, that will go out. Nobody that comes on here, by the way, nobody that comes on here, other channels that gorge themselves when there are people in the Ukraine that are starving to death and they gorge themselves. And I think that's a sin, and that they should be ashamed that they promote that, because these poor people, they're scrambling for anything, and we're going and that wasn't big enough. I need more. And I just can't do that. And I don't know why anybody would do that. Anybody that has half a brain cell that's working. Cindy Lou, who saying to April, I don't do coasters, but this one was exhilarating. You're in control. End quote. And I know she was scared, but I assured her that the ride would be a good ride and you're in total control. You're not in free fall. You get to you go slow, just curb crawl. It's and the views are stunning because you're up in the mountains and you're looking at the Smoky Mountains, you're looking down on the town. It's just gorgeous. Goat Coaster. Thank you. Cindy, thank you. Williams with Cupcake. That's me, fluffy and sweet. Sherry Yates, how are you? You've been missing for a while. Where you been? Where have you been? PB on the go. I think I need an Oculus. Sounds fun. Oh, look, if you're still watching TV and you love your TV, here's a bonus. You can watch your TV on the Oculus. It's not just a gaming console. You can watch your favorite shows in a way you have never experienced them before. You can watch your phone on the Oculus. You can, with a quick click of a button, you anything you're watching on your phone goes to the Oculus. Anything on your TV goes to the Oculus. You want to watch movies from your CD or whatever, it goes to the Oculus. And it is an experience you will never forget. Joe is in a cabinet right now. Joe's in. I'll be taking him out soon. It's just I've been so inundated with things to do and get ready that I always forget to take him. So I just grab whatever cup is in my within my reach, and I got a lot of coffee cups. But Joe will come out along with his new friend. And if you look at the screen real quick, hello, 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 you'll see his new friend. Wanda Williams. Hey, only important people watch this channel. Only good, solid, clear thinking Americans watch this channel. You notice that? Randy Perda. Oh, heck no. Are people hanging upside? Yes, they are hanging upside down. That's the ride. I figured you'd want to see that. Folks with sense. Well, thank you. You do have sense. You got great, great judgment and character for sure. Just for being in this family, this highly dysfunctional family of ours. Jerry Yates. P and Me TV. Love your Joey's Pizza. T and Me, of course. Yeah, that was. I was shocked when I saw it. I go, Tommy, what are you doing? Tommy's supposed to be on a really, really strict diet. And why would you go to a pizza place? Because you're tempting yourself. You know that you're tempting the devils. You need to stay away from those places. You need to, and that's why I told Tommy. 2 words, $700. Or actually, I guess he could call it one. $700. He knows what I mean. Hugs all the way around from Patricia Bailey. Thank you, Pat. Appreciate it. Love you. Love you. Mean it. T and Me TV. Only 2 bites of pizza. Oh, here he goes. Tommy say only 2 bites of pizza. 22 pounds down now. Thanks for shout out. No problem. Tonight's Opry, Gatlin Brothers, Jamie Johnson, Gail Davies, and Jimmy Fortune. Excellent. The Gatlin Brothers. Tonight, I guess it's on the Circle Network. You can watch Tommy. He's the guy sitting down at the steel pedals, the steel guitar. You'll see him there. The thin version of Tommy Wiley. The thinner. The 20% less. Randy Porter. I don't like watching channels that show themselves eating in videos in restaurants, especially. I won't say it, but did you see the latest one from Flavortown? Did you, Randy? Did you see that? Absolutely made me sick to my stomach. Absolutely prompted me to say what I said. There are people starving There are people starving in this town. There are poor people starving here. And we have the nerve to act like gluttons? No way. No way. And if I was subscribed, I would have unsubscribed. Absolutely. I wouldn't tolerate that for a second. And remember, I've always said, the holier than thou ones, they're the ones to watch your back for and watch out for. The holier than thous. Okay? It's not what a man says he is or believes in, it's what a man does. And that includes women. I'm just using that term loosely. What a person, I should say. It's not what a person does, says, it's what they do. Man. Chad and Natasha, we did. We were hoping you'd be there. I didn't know you were going to be there. You should have emailed me. It was nice chatting with Miss Marie. Oh, good. I'm glad. She's so sweet, isn't she? William Smith says, I just saw 2 drop-deck 48-foot trails loaded with beef hives coming with what looked like a beehive net. Really? And the bees were buzzing. That's not something you see. So that passed me by? Or by you? I don't really look at the cars that go by here. Mermaid Princess says, thanks for the info, Jeff. Can't wait to try it. The Oculus is awesome. Every game you play, it's like you're really there. I'm currently playing Walkabout Mini Golf. I've played that. That's fun. You're on a little golf course, right? You're there. All the sounds and sights and sounds, you're there. And you're not talking about a big investment. A lot cheaper than going with a gaming console, which will remain unnamed. But you know what I mean? And the games, you can do everything right from the Oculus. You don't have to plug it into your computer. Everything's in the headset and the hand controllers. Everything. Mermaid, did you play Elixir on the Oculus? The Elixir, there's like, when you first crank the thing up, there's the intro, which is a lot of fun. Did you dance with the robot? You get to dance with a robot. And I looked really silly dancing with, but you get to dance with a robot. And did you go to Elixir? Now that's a fun, really cool, bright, and in your face and fun. Really is. You just got to try it, folks. Trust me, I wouldn't BS you. My motorcycle's gassed up. Yeah, now it's convincing me ever more that I need to go buy a bike. Now, if I have to convince Miss Marie, now I can say, look at the price of gas, honey. Look at the price of gas. It's so expensive. We need to save money. So let me go out and spend it on a bike. Randall Hill. She's a broken lady waiting to be mended. Like a potter would mend a broken vessel. A broken lady waiting to be mended. And I have what's left of the pieces to put back together. It sounds interesting. Loggy Doggy. Good to see you on this channel. Natasha and Chad. We are actually looking at potentially moving to the area. Just needed to find a job. I don't know what it is you do for a living, but there's jobs all over the place. And pretty much anything you do, you can find here or just outside the perimeter of this area. Because you have a lot of places you can go to and get jobs, and they're all hiring. And they tend to, and this is from talking with people that are hiring, business people, they're looking for quality people. They have enough of worker bees. I mean, the carny people, people that will work in carnivals and stuff like that, but they need qualified people at certain jobs. And the jobs are open, and you can kind of almost negotiate your salary to your favor. Patricia Bailey says, we have gas and all the yard tools and hold gas. We don't have containers. Yeah, I know, because you got to get it while you can before it goes up. Now, I'm going to fill up again today because I just went down another quarter tank, so I'm at 3/4. So I'm going to go fill up. Scott Shaver says, Jeff, my mom remembers gas rationing during the World War II. She talked about it yesterday. Yep. I didn't remember it. I'm not quite that old, but my parents remember that very well. Finney says Sleepy Joe's already laying the blame for high prices, oil companies, prices gouging. It's going to be the oil companies' fault. It's not their fault. It is not. It's without a doubt his policies, and anybody can see that. There are people who are qualified for jobs and there are people that are not qualified. And I think you can figure out which one is the one that person fits into. Randy says, yep, quite a few with them. Always doing crappy restaurant reviews, same old stuff. Yeah, and that's why I told you I would never do that. Once in a while, Miss Marina, I want to share a meal with you that we think is good and that you would enjoy. But you'll never see me gorging myself. I've never been that way, and I'm not going to become that way. And if you notice, all these channels, not anybody that comes here, those people that do those type of feasts, those glutton gorge feasts, if you look back at their early videos, you'll see they're 30 to 50 pounds lighter, and now they're all obese, morbidly obese in some cases. Is it worth it? Can't be making that kind of money on YouTube. You know that. Vinny says, hey Jeff, this little this channel from the Smokies was saying that they had people also watch them from Poland reaching, that's such a pile of steaming dung. Remember, I've told you this before. Put a little sputter in there. I guess I need to put some high octane in here. Oh, that's going to hurt for sure if I have to put high octane in here. It was saying that they had people who watched them from Poland. I doubt that, because if I'm not mistaken, there is no communication going back and forth that way. It's been cut off. So, wow. Once a scammer, always a scammer. Sherry Yates, I've been watching you on the big screen. You can watch me and Miss Marie on your Oculus 2. Did you know that? It's like you're sitting on my lap. Not that I want you sitting on my lap, but it is almost like you're sitting on my lap or Miss Marie's lap. Thank you, Sherry. Loggy saying hi to Chad and Natasha. Good people. Wish I would have met them. Wanda Williams. Okay. That little thing looked perverted. No, it's not. It's not. It's not. Trust me, it's not. Not even close. Okay. It is so not. You'll see. Richard Schmidt, love you too. Mean it. Mark Mara, hi Jeff, just got on. Hope you're having a good day. Yes, 71 here, only 57 thumbs. I know, not 62 thumbs up. But nice if you guys hit the thumbs up. Zeke Smith, great to see you too. Don't let your karma run over your dogma. Yeah, good one, Pat, without a doubt. For people who don't believe in karma, try it sometime. Okay? Try doing somebody bad and then watch what happens to you. By the way, karma comes back 10 times. 10 times worse than what you did. And I've seen it happen. It's happened to me. So I've changed my ways. I be a new man. Do I have a witness? Smoky Mountain family. Eric. How are you? Brittany. The kids. Iggy. I love Iggy. I want an Iggy. I really want an Iggy. Such a sweet looking dog. Randy Porter. Yes. Seen food was hanging out. Hanging out of their mouth. Had enough food. Okay. You don't have to believe me. There it was. You saw it right there. Enough for 10 people. Yep. And you know what I thought of? Thought all the people that are suffering. And it's like I wanted to scoop all that stuff off the table, put it in a bag, and deliver it to somebody who's hungry, a family that's hungry. I personally know a family of 11 people. And it's not that it's several families together. They live in a very small place. And they're always starving. And we try to help out as much as we can. And I feel really bad. And I always go away teared up because I can only do so much. And same as Miss Marie, and we do our best. And that's just one family of several. We not only do we help people here, but overseas we help a lot of people, especially where Miss Marie is from. And And it pains me to see how some people live that for a for want of a bowl of rice, they have to go out and sell fried bananas, or they have soup, and it just tears me apart. When people sit down, and they glutton on desserts and foods, and it's like this is so wrong to do, but we do what we can do. I definitely gotta get some high octane in here. That sucks. I don't want to. I don't want to pay for that. Mark Mara, I have to disagree with you on that, Jeff, because the Bible says it's not what goes into a man's mouth that defiles the man, but it comes. Yeah. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. I agree. I agree. I, I don't want to get into a philosophical, religious thing. It also says you're supposed to take care of everybody. You're supposed to do the right thing for everybody. And when clearly you could be helping somebody instead of sitting there and not helping anybody. And if I'm not mistaken, gluttony is one of the 7 deadly sins. Gluttony, vanity, and it goes on down the list. Right? Am I right? So, I mean, sometime okay, sometime we'll get into a religious conversation. You know, I've read enough books. I've read enough stuff. I have a lot of it in my library. A lot of stuff in my library. Some of it's very shocking too. Very shocking. That's why I do not align myself with any particular group because it's not me. I'm a spiritual person having a temporary human experience. Religion is the husk of true faith, the beginning of chaos. I got to get some high test at this car. It's really not happy with me. Imagine that. That sucks. Probably a lot of you didn't get that, but help wanted, right? Or an Adventure Raceway. There's a job, Natasha, right there. Adventure Raceway. All these places are hiring, by the way. If you're interested, all of them are hiring. Even Goat Coaster. Natasha, you and Chad could work at the Goat Coaster. Put this back down. Sorry. Just trying to get why it was sputtering. And I know it's the gas. I'm sure it's the gas. Just letting you see the sights. Now the sun's on my left eye. Mermaid says, yes, I played the Elixir game. It was so fun. Wasn't it? Did that freak you out when your hands changed? You remember that? when you and every time you did, you you went to different places, your hands changed to something else. Wasn't that the coolest thing? That was so freaky. Miss Marie was like, oh, what happened? What happened? She got all freaked out when her hands turned to octopus hands, and then they turned to robot hands, and then they turned to monster hand. And it is real. It's your hand, and you move it around, and oh, freaky, freaky stuff. And the witch, and what was that? A gargoyle threw up? That was really weird. Oh, the beehives passed by you. I'm sorry. I was wondering, did that pass by me and I missed the bees? Charlie, Elvis is in the house. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. A little pizza here. A nana sandwich. Hi, Charlie. How are you? How's Janine? How's Bo? Bo's a silly puppy. Bobby Joyce. When us older people retire in these manufacturing jobs, and these jobs are done every day, it's getting worse here in South Georgia. Nobody wants to do the job. I know. I know. But fear not, those jobs will be replaced by robots. AI will take over manual labor in the next 10 years or so. And that's a fact. All you got to do is look around. Look around at some of the big manufacturers. They no longer have people. There may be a couple of people kind of operating the computers and that, but the manpower gone. Computer doesn't take days off, doesn't get sick, doesn't need vacations, and that's how the corporations make so much money because they got to pay people. No pensions, no, not at all. I'm trying to catch up with you guys. I didn't see that. Did you? Nope. Something in a brickyard red would have been better, maybe. Don't you agree? Oh God. I'll stand a couple of minutes longer. I'm gonna make a turn in here. Is that a Subaru? No. I think it is. It could be WRX. No. All right, I'm over here now. I'd be over here. There's Popeyes. They make great chicken. Popeye. There's another view. You can get the mountain monster in there. There you go. Look at that. 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 Charlie Beaufair. Yeah, I've been job hunting big time. I have an interview tomorrow with Ashley Furniture. I see them on TV all the time. Big plant in Winston-Salem. Good luck with that, Charlie. Good luck with that. Patricia Bailey, Catholic school survivor. Man, they really are rough, aren't they? You know what I'm talking about, right? They drill that Pappas claptrap into your head all day, night. Oh, man. No way. No way. How many times I got thrown out asking questions? There was a time in the Catholic religion that you were not allowed to read the Bible. You were not allowed to. It was, first of all, it was in, um, oh God, I'm losing my brain. It was in Latin, and nobody, very few people know how to read Latin. You weren't allowed to. You were just supposed to believe on blind faith what they were telling you. And they did, and I remember this. I remember these services being done in Latin. And I'm going to my parents, what are they saying? Shut up. Just pray. Do something. Shut up. I go, why? I want to know what they're saying. And they go, oh no, you got to kneel, you got to stand, you got to kneel, you got to sit, got to stand, got to sing. That's all conditioning, folks. It's conditioning. It's brainwashing. Really sad. People. Alton Mitchell, 469, looks like going high. Test year, 469. It's still 409 here. I just looked over my shoulder. Mark Marr, I don't belong to any denominational myself. I'm just a born again. There you go. You don't need a building. You don't need somebody's other words. You don't need things drilled into your head. You know what's right and what's wrong. You know inherently, because that's what makes us sentient. We know that there is something bigger and better. Some people don't believe it. That's your choice. It's your prerogative. You deal with it. Sooner or later, we all return to our originating source, our originating spirit, whether you like it or not. And when you take off this worn out old coat we call a body, you'll figure that out for yourself. Whether it's too late or not, that's not my problem. Charlie says, thanks. I'll be loading tractor trailers and furniture. Okay. Keep you right in shape, won't it? Pat says, Patricia Bailey says, take a look at your gas tank. People are reporting stealing gas. Yes, yes, yes. That'll start happening, by the way. That's just the way it is. People, there are thieves. You got to remember that. It happens all the time. When things start getting bad, the real essence of a person comes out. There are those that get preyed on, and there are those that prey upon. Drilling into gas tanks. Northeast Georgia mountain things. They're also drilling into gas tanks. No, that won't help. No, when you try to fill it up and the needle never goes up, you got a problem. That's sad. At least I know that isn't going to happen up by me. I doubt that very much. Can't say it can't happen, but highly unlikely. Got to get past the cold electronic eyes and then the shotguns in the hall. I mean, they got to get past it, and I don't think they want to deal with that. No. DJI Patricia, the newer cars such as Jeff's built a safety feature that prevent that. Yes, you can't siphon it out of my car, and the gas tank is protected with a steel plate under it in the back. So you really have to really be desperate. Why not just knock on my door and ask me, can I have a couple of gallons of gas? Be more than glad to. More than glad to help you out. Jim Spencer said, just watch the weather. Strasburg, Virginia is supposed to be 10 degrees. Yeah, that's what it's going to be here Saturday evening with snow. Yep, that is true. Gary the Cable Guy, how are you? Jeff, how close is the room to 6K? Very close. DJI, I don't know if I didn't see it, but I'm sure you told me. It's pretty close. It was closer yesterday than it was today because YouTube doesn't like my politics. So they pull a few. It's like a child getting slapped on the hand. And they're going to take away some of your subscribers now if you don't come to our side. I'll tell you what, if it comes to that, I'll just delete this channel and open up another one. And you guys will follow because I'll tell you where to go to and we'll do it all over again. I mean, two can play this game and you can cancel me on that one and I'll open up another one and I'll just keep doing it. Jim says, Jim Spencer, 425. Rick, I hope it's Paley, right? Rick Paley? Hey, Jeff, Jeff, the least amount that you found for the Subaru Legacy was $40,000. Yeah, they can be pricey, but you're getting your money's worth. You're getting a car that'll last 300,000 plus miles, minimal, and I mean minimal problems. I've had no problem except stupid people hitting me from time to time, even when I'm standing still, but no mechanical issues whatsoever. And I've got 106,000 on my car right now, and I have no issues with it. 20 subscribers. Thank you, DJI. 20 subscribers needed. So if you haven't subscribed for CODs, hey, hit the button on the right there. It doesn't cost a thing. It's absolutely free. Hit the subscribe. Check your status. Make sure you're still subscribed because I've had emails, people telling me, why did you unsubscribe me? I did not unsubscribe you. I'm not like another channel that blocks you. I don't do that stuff. I don't care. I care what you think, but I don't. It doesn't hurt me that way. I'm not surviving on this money. Trust me, I'm not. I couldn't survive on it. I do it because I like what I'm doing. DJI Jeff, we're always asked. He never keeps up. That's right. And once again, Jeff will always ask me. He never keeps up. No, I don't. Because I just don't. I mean, in the morning when I pop it up, it tells me, and I go, well, that looks like it was a dozen off from yesterday. What? Okay. So what? You know, sooner or later I'll get there. Randall Hill, someone using a cordless drill into tanks, very dangerous. Yep, little gas drip on that electric motor. But there's your karma, right? They explode and they're into little tiny bitsy pieces. Oops, oops. Patricia Bailey, Jeff, why are the Hondas getting bigger and the Caddies and Lincolns getting smaller? Because they've got to somehow, they've got to get your attention somehow. So they keep changing the styles. So hopefully they reach a whole new audience. You know, the Caddies used to be big Detroit Chrome Mountains. You know, you went down the street and everybody goes, ooh, they're driving a Cadillac. You know, and if you notice, I don't know if you've noticed this or not, Cadillacs were the choice of certain people. You know, people, elite type people, people that want to put a facade of their richness. That's not it anymore. Do you know what the new status symbol is? Big trucks. Big trucks. Giant Detroit Chrome Mountains. Big trucks with all the features. That's the status symbol. And I'm talking $80,000 and higher. That's the new status symbol. And most of them don't do anything with their trucks. It's just the status. It's the Cadillac in the driveway. No, gas is actually down a little bit. 409. It was 419. Now it's 409. I guess what happens, you know, the powers that be said, we maybe jumped a little bit too much. We're pissing people off. We should back it down a dime, and they'll believe this is good. Yep. Carla Vision. Some lazy people that don't have jobs and stole gas out of my mom's car and the gas can she has in the lawnmower. And they even stole the battery out of the lawnmower. That's real trash. That's what you're going to have to deal with. You got to remember that. Look, maybe for the last few years you've been enjoying great prosperity and everything's been good. Get ready to change your thoughts, okay? People are going to be taking opportunities to take anything and everything you own from you. Go. My suggestion would be go around. I'm not trying to make you paranoid, but I want you to be thinking. Go around your house, make sure your windows are locked and secured. Just because you got a lock on your window doesn't mean somebody can't get in. Now, if you want to secure it even more, they sell window locks that prevent the window from being lifted up. I would suggest doing that because people are going to start breaking and entering to find money and jewelry and things so they can go out and get gas or whatever it is, the dope and all the stuff they need. Secure your house really well. Get lights that trigger when people walk up to your house or behind your house. Just because you got a security light in the front doesn't mean burglars don't walk up the front driveway. They usually come around dark corners. Secure your house, light it up properly. I'm all around my house. You can't walk within 100 yards of the cabin without lights popping on left and right and alarms going off. So they'd be pretty stupid. Pretty stupid. They don't know what they're going to get into. Cindy Lou says, came home from Gatlinburg to Central Florida and gas was $4.39 to $4.69. Ridiculous. Cars are very overpriced. That is true, Charlie. That's why I won't be buying a new car anytime soon. Just isn't going to happen. If I have to, I'll just ride this one till it's on the rims. DGI would not buy a new car right now. Wait for the new cars and trucks overpriced. Yeah, of course. Absolutely right. Jen Welty. Hello, you're new. Thank you for joining us. I like to be there. Well, and that's why I bring you this show. That's why Miss Marie and I go out and show you these places because we want you to be here too. Bring this in just a little bit so you can kind of see it. There's the other goats on the roof, by the way, right there. That one's got baby goats in it. It's basically a store with baby goats, but it is related to the other goat coaster goats on the roof. Yeah, simply says GM and Ford has issued a warning car dealerships about overpricing vehicles. They are overpriced a lot because it's a glut. They can't get the chip and they can't get the cars shipped over here, so it's a supply and demand thing. There's only so many cars on the lot, and if there's 10 cars on the lot and there's 20 people who want them, the dealers are going to go, well, you give me an extra $10,000 and this truck or car could be yours, and they're gouging. Gouging is always one of the first things that go on when there is something that's in demand. Gas, food, bread, milk, cars, you name it. Gary the Cable Guy. Big trucks were great in Trump's world, not so much in Sleepy Joe's. No, I feel bad for these people have these big giant gas guzzlers. Man, they must be crapping when they go to the gas pump. I I could imagine because when I'm filling up my car, there's usually a truck nearby, and the guy doesn't have a smile on his face because that thing is just going ding, 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 and I can see the dollars, and it's into the hundreds, and I'm going, you had to have that big fancy status symbol, didn't you? Foolish people. Rick said, you said the last name correctly. Thank you, Haley. Thank you. We figured we'd be spending $45,000 on a new one. Yep, yep. You if you get it in your head and you're going to buy a car, you know you're not going to buy a car every year. Most people don't. And get something that's going to last because if you get some of these plastic mobiles, in a couple of years you're going to have a lot of problems. You're going to be dumping more money into it. And if you're not buying the cash, you got your monthly payment plus the repairs. Get a good car. And I trust Subaru. They've been around a very long time. I know so many people that own them, and all they ever say is good things about them, not nightmares. Patricia Bailey, before my husband died, he bought me a fighting cane. Good. Oh, I know those things. Very good. Smart, smart, smart. What's a good security system? There's a lot of them out there. Now you can have. I'm hooked up to ADT, and it's all through the cloud and all that stuff, and it does monitor it. And I have extra cameras because I have 3 levels, and all the doors have cameras. Every corner has a camera, and the security lights all around. So, what you want is security lighting. That deters burglars right away because the light is on them. It's like a roach, when you go if you have that problem. When you turn on the light in your kitchen, and there's always a roach scampering under the stove, but in the dark they're always out. Roaches are burglars. Burglars are roaches, and they're the lowest form of scum on the earth, and they're the barnacles of society, and they will take advantage of you every time. But they don't like the daylight. They don't like the light. So if you secure with really inexpensive LED lighting systems, and Home Depot and Lowe's have some really nice ones, seriously bright, and you can bolt them right onto your house. No wiring necessary. Some of them are battery. I would go with if you don't know anything about electrics, go with the solar ones. They have a ample solar panel on them that will charge that battery, and at night it will be there when you need it. You set it, the button for sensitivity, and it'll light up when anything walks around. The key is making sure you got it set so that it's not like if a spider walks across the ground, it lights up. They usually have, small, medium, large, and you can then determine which one is the right one, and then leave it alone. You shouldn't have to do anything to it, and that will deter them. To get an expensive security system isn't necessarily worth it, unless you really want to be super secure, because there's a lot of them out there that will notify the police, and the cops will get there when they get there. Usually they get there after everything has happened because they can't be everywhere at once. I don't fault the police for that. They're busy. They got enough crackpots around here doing stuff, and but you want to make sure you are alerted, that you know something is going on. And most of these have apps that go to your phone that will tell you that somebody has tripped the light at the front left of the house. Then you know where that person is, within reason, because of course they may be moving, but you've been alerted. So you can either get your guns, get your knives, get your canes, get whatever it is, and get ready. You can be prepared. You won't be taken by surprise. And that I suggest all of you do. Mary Mac says, I have a motion sensor all the way around my house. Good. My cousin installed it. We were there having a problem with a bobcat and a coyote hanging around the neighborhood. Yeah, you can set that to not see that if that's what you want to not see. Because I had problems with Rosie on the front of that, because she always came up the front side of the house, and the lights would go on, 1 and then 2, and at first I'm going, who could be coming up my driveway without me knowing it, because they got up the driveway without that being triggered. And I'd look at the video, because the video goes on my TV, and I go, it's the bear, it's Rosie. So I had to go out and raise and change the height, because some of them have height and width adjustments. So if it's a person, you want something that's somewhat taller than a dog or a cat. Stephanie McElvian, McElvian, right? McElvian. We have them kicking in doors in my area in Ohio. Yeah, the way, protect yourself. Look, what do you do when a roach? You usually see it. You step on it. You kill it. Don't listen to me. If somebody's kicking you in your door, they're not coming in to make toast in your kitchen. They're coming in to hurt you. You got to do what you got to do to save your family. I'm not telling you what to do, but you got to do what you got to do to save your family. All right? These are bad people. They have no reverence for life at all. No reverence for human life. So you've got to remember that. You may go, oh man, what am I, what's the karma on this? The hell with what you're thinking about karma. Protect yourself. God knows these people will not show mercy on you. Charlie Beaufair says, if those bad people come to the house, they're going to be shot by a Confederate Civil War reenactor. And that's bad enough right there. Yeah, Randy, you can get them at Walmart. You can get them on Amazon. You can get them anywhere, and they're very affordable now. Most of the security lights have cameras in them with an app that goes to your phone. You can watch it while you're in the car driving somewhere. It'll call you or notify you through a text, and you can see. And then if there is somebody outside your house, and let's say you're not in the state, you can call 911 and say, there's a burglar at my house right now. And it alerts you, and then you can alert them. You've got to be responsible for yourself. You can't always expect the law to come and do everything to make your life better. You got to make a few steps to kind of do it yourself, okay? Merrimack says, I'm working in my studio and locked up and the window's good. Windows have security, good. You should always make sure you have security. Check your windows, folks. So many people go, I opened the window just a crack to get some air in and I forgot. No, you don't go to bed till you check your windows and your doors. Deadbolts, by the way. My doors have double deadbolts. And this way, you're going to have to make a lot of noise to get in. I mean, granted, you want to get in, you're going to get in. But surprise, 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 as Gomer Pyle used to be. Surprise, surprise. I can't get any higher. Surprise, surprise, surprise. Mermaid Princess says, my brother-in-law's a fleet manager of a trucking company. It costs $800 to fill up an 18-wheeler. And what did it cost a year ago? So many of you got a lot of guns. Good. You're prepared. And let it be known to the roaches that if they come to your house, they're gonna be shot dead. You just, treat it like a zombie. They're no good. They're useless to society. Absolutely useless. If they're burglarizing your home, they're useless to society. I don't want to hear you got a drug problem. I don't want to hear you need to pay your bill. You don't do that to people. You go out and get a job, okay? Or you do something, but you don't go into a person's castle without expecting to get your ass kicked. You guys are crazy. Yeah, I'm a big believer. Handguns, unless you know what you're doing, you're gonna miss. First 3 shots, most likely you're gonna miss. Get a shotgun. There is something that does the job. See somebody in your doorway, pull the trigger. That person's not in the doorway anymore. Simple as that. Double odd buck. They're not in the doorway anymore. They're halfway across the room. Could be cut in half too. But one shot. You usually have one shot, one opportunity to stop somebody. You don't have time to reload. So I suggest, ladies, you get a shotgun and you load it up with double odd buck. That's the way to make sure you stop the problem before it gets out of hand. Okay? Because most of these guys, they're not going to be walking around with a shotgun. They're going to be walking around with a knife or a handgun. So you got one up on them if you've got a shotgun. Not a single shot, multi-shot. You got it on them. Okay? And usually they're all hyped up on something, or they're really nervous. So they're not going to hit their mark on their first shot. Usually not. Maybe there's some seasoned criminals out there, but you you've got the upper hand when they're in your house because you know your house. You know the corners to go around. Never stand in a doorway. Always go around a corner. Give less of an opportunity for them to hit what they're trying to hit. And then you come out and do the thing you got to do. Do the dance you got to do. That's what Jeffrey suggests. Car sputtering again. Before I forgot, the salesman asked me, referred you to vacation. Oh, who's that? Rick Paley says, Jeff, before I forget, one salesman asked who referred you. I said Vacation Station TV. Thank you. That's very kind. Very kind. No, I don't play with bad guys. Just go bang bang. Yeah, pretty much a shotgun will do the job. One shot. That's all you need. And let's say somebody's trying to break in your house. You can hear them jiggling the door. Usually the sound of that shotgun clicking right near the door ends the conversation. You don't even have to fire it. Just that they know that sound. They know that sound, and they usually back away and they go away. They know they're in trouble, and they'll go to the neighbor's house or whatever, but they won't bother you. Forget about dogs. I mean, dogs are a great alarm, but a lot of these clowns, they'll poison your dogs or they'll kill them, and you can't depend on that. And it's a shame that happened. But you got to think in layers. You got to think, all right, here plan A is that, plan B is this, and you got to have some plans so that you know that you're going to be okay. You follow me? Because I want you guys okay. I don't want anything happening to you. Not at all. All right, I'm signing off now. I got to do some more things at home. I love you, mean it, and thank you for joining me today. Appreciate that. And of course, if like, comment, subscribe, please, and to all the people that were on here, thank you very much. And of course, I will see you again very, very soon. Bye, guys.